Alright guys, welcome to another video. Sorry that this video's quality is like pretty bad. Basically I had to wipe my PC to Windows and I got Windows 11 and all my settings got changed and whatnot and I don't remember them. So it's just a little weird for now. I'll try fixing it. But anyways, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a jetpack for Unity 3D this time and not VR. For now I'm taking a step back from VR. If you saw my post. And I'm just going to be focusing on my own like little small project. It's called Robot Rampage for Unity 3D. But anyways, so you'll need two scripts. If you saw my VR video about how to make a health bar like an AI and all that, well, you're going to use a script similar to that to get like this little slider working. So you can display the fuel amount and like how everything works. So the first script is obviously going to be the Jetpack script, and you're going to need a rigid body and capsule collider. So if you're using a character controller, just like you can't, or switch to rigid bodies, because this tutorial uses rigid bodies and physics-based movement. So I know there's a lot of settings, but don't get scared. I'll just walk you through them. So this is the Jetpack force, pretty obvious, and then this is the height limit. So if you don't want to have like a giant barrier around your, like on the top of your player, you can use this. And this height limit is going to be on the y-axis. So if you just take like your player and you move them up a certain amount on the y-axis, you're going to want to set that as the height limit for that, because it just basically stops the player from going up. Alright. And then you have your fuel. You can set that to whatever. Just put it as 100. And then you have a fuel decrease rate. So that's like how that's how fast the fuel will decrease at, if that makes sense. Like it's how many seconds it'll take for the fuel go to 100 to 0 while you're holding down the space bar. This is a little example of that. If you watch a little bar at the bottom, you'll see it'll take 10 seconds for that to get fully like depleted. And then fuel refill delay, that is fuel decrease delay, that's how many seconds you'll have to hold down for it to like start losing fuel. I just think it's like a lot more smooth in my opinion for this like little feature. I'll show you. So I'll have to hold down my space bar for half a second for it to actually start counting the fuel off. I don't know if you heard my space bar in the bottom, but I had to hold it down for half a second, and then it started taking out the fuel. And then fuel refill rate is the exact opposite of the fuel decrease rate. That's how many seconds it will take to refill all the fuel, which I just have it as 10, so it'll take 10 seconds again. And then fuel refill delay is how many seconds it'll okay, sorry for that little start, but fuel refill delay is how many seconds it'll take once you've depleted all your fuel for it to like start adding your fuel again. So I'll show you that right now. So I'm losing all my fuel right now, and then once it reaches the bottom, it'll take 3 seconds for it to start going back up. And that's all that fuel refill delay is. And then you'll see this fuel display script. So to set this up, first you'll have to go onto like whatever. You'll have to right click or like on whatever object, UI, and then you'll have to have a canvas. And then under that canvas as a child, you'll want to have an image, and make sure it's a sprite. And all I did for this for the source image was this a little screenshot of a rectangle, and I changed it to how I wanted to. And then I know you can't see it right now because I have another sprite covering it, but I just chose gray for it. And then you just want to duplicate that and call it foreground, for example, and make it a child of the background. And this is like the exact same steps that we did for the AI health bar tutorial if you didn't see that one. And then this one is where the settings like get different. So you'll have custom settings on this. So you can change the color to display the actual fuel. And then down here you'll have image type. It will you want to change it to filled, and then do filled method horizontal. And then the fill origin, that's however you want it. Left is how you're looking straight at it, so it'll work. And then here's the fill amount. It's already starting to work. And then sorry, one thing I didn't go over in the canvas is to get it to actually like be an overlay for your screen. You want to do canvas render mode as a screen space overlay, and you want to do the canvas scaler as scale with screen size. And a really common one is 1920 by 1080. So if you don't even have it full screen and you have it windowed, it'll still look good. And just like it's really common or like native screen size for a lot of people. I know it's ginormous, like in the scene, but it's not actually gonna be that big like when you play. I'll show you that, for example. Like as you see down here, it's just the normal, and then like it fills. This would be my screen as you saw it in the scene. And then now here is the fuel display script and that's the script I was referencing earlier. So this is just a really simple script that updates the fuel bar image by like when something happens, and that's why you need to reference it in the Jetpack script down here or something, so then it can actually access those features and make sorry. But then all I want to do is you want to put your foreground as it, because this is the image that's going to be depleting as the slider. And that is a tutorial. So I'll give you a quick little run through of this. So this is really simple. You can fly up, and then at first it'll be a little buggy like when you hit the barrier, but then you can just fly around. You don't have to have the barrier, for example, but I do. And after 3 seconds, it will start refueling again. And if I go up in the air, it'll start going back down. Alright, all the scripts and links will be in the description. I hope you like this video, and have a good one.